everyone! In today's original, we're going to rank all the main songs from Disney's smash hit, Encanto. The animation flick has been in theaters for more than 2 months and is also available to stream on Disney+, and yet it is still dominating the Billboard charts. Millions of people have fallen in love with the Walt Disney Animation Studios' new musical. Germaine Franco, an award-winning Mexican-American composer who has also authored films such as Disney Oscar-winning Pixar's Coco, composed the music for Encanto. Franco was the very first Latina to be welcomed to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences' new music branch, and the very first Latina to obtain the Annie Award for Outstanding Achievement in Music for the animated film Coco. Franco is an expert percussionist who has performed with orchestras and marching bands all over the globe, including the Belgian Radio Orchestra and on her music score for Encanto, where she also decided to play keyboards. So, without further ado, we're going to rank the 8 main songs from Disney's latest musical, Encanto. Stephanie Beatriz has outperformed the Colombian waltz, Waiting on a Miracle. Mirabel begins to feel like an outcast as she is the only participant of her family who appears to lack supernatural powers. Mirabel tries to pretend she is content, merely trying to support the rest of her household initially. However, as the song continues to evolve, she waits patiently for her mystical blessing and a feeling of connection. Something within her snaps, and she comes to realize the wheels are in vibration for her to continue pursuing her fate. The song, which is suffused with despair, is ranked 8th and does an outstanding work of creating Mirabel a sympathetic heroine. Following the third action spin, All of You is the last musical performance in Disney's Encanto, and it is a gorgeous pinnacle of all the layered vocals all through the film. Everything into a single huge melody serenaded by the whole group of characters. It does an outstanding job of reaching the conclusion of each character's plotline, while trying to remain extraordinarily tuneful and pleasurable to sing along. The melody is a potent depiction of a family emerging next to each other, and it exists to serve as being one of the storyline's more physically and psychologically harrowing scenes. It's adorable, humorous, and everything a Disney fan could need from a melody, hence, ranks 7th. Dos Oruguitas translates to 2 caterpillars in Spanish. Dos Oruguitas appears during the closing credits of Encanto, which may clarify why it is so unforgettable for many audiences. It does, however, play even during the film on account of Alma's heart-wrenching loss of her husband and uncovering the Encanto's mystical candle. It is a tragic song with a lot of emotional baggage and is performed by Colombian singer-songwriter Sebastián Yatra. Dos Oruguitas is a tale of 2 caterpillars. They end up spending every afternoon and early hours at first understanding to hold one another, their desire incinerating. They fight the aspects, fall off from each other, reassemble, and inevitably find themselves enveloped and expecting, frightened of transformation. Then, all of a sudden, they're mariposa, or butterflies. The song concludes on a sorrowful yet optimistic note. They both realize it is time for them to take flight off from each other. Lin-Manuel officially confirmed that What Else Can I Do is directly influenced by Colombian classical music from the 1990s. It is performed by Mirabel and Isabella in the film, when Mirabel tries to help Isabella realize that she does not have to be flawless, and also that her blessing can continue growing more so than spring flowers. The sisters conflict the duration of the film, but they soon understand there is more to each of them than they initially assumed, which is a very tender scene for the both of them. What Else Can I Do is a soothing melody about growing older and an intimate entry in Encanto's brilliant music score. Even if it is mildly outshined by the large percentage of other songs in the movie, it ranks number 5. A central theme from Isabella's part in We Don't Talk About Bruno appears all through the melody. When Mirabel and Isabella kiss and hug in front of the candle, close to the end of the performance, there is a graphic illustration of Bruno's clear vision. Colombia Mi Encanto, a tuneful melody, exists to serve commendably as a tuneful final chapter melody for this Disney narrative. It's a Disney ritual to end a motion picture with a lovely uplifting track, so it does a wonderful job of tying Encanto's narrative together in such a nice tiny knot and offering the viewers a lovely record to exit the film with. Colombia Mi Encanto is an homage to Colombian culture, as well as the voice of Colombian singing legend Carlos Vives. As a result, it is ranked number 4. It's incredibly hummable, more than garnering its spot between many of Encanto's cinematic musical numbers. Luisa's plot in Encanto appears to be fairly direct. She's powerful and reliable, the person on whom everybody depends, but she wishes she could take a break now and then. Finally, she can lay down as the family begins to recover from the fractures directly caused by their magic. Her plotline is more like a side plot, but she has one of the most significant positions in the film, and it's because of her family structure. She is the oldest daughter. She is urged to take on a lot of the family's load without objection, and she is concerned that if she can't, she won't have a name. This is a challenge that many older sisters confront, and that is why the song Surface Pressure is quite relatable. It's all about the willingness to be able to bear it all, while also sincerely wishing for people to help alleviate the pain. Luisa is partly the reason Encanto's message is so potent. Family problems frequently drop onto older siblings, and they must maintain the peace, even if it means compromising. She is a vital part of the broader tale of familial pain, recovery, and self-discovery. It does marvels for Luisa's story and character, besides being a fantastic number with unbelievable vocal harmonies and rhymes. It's a diamond in the rough and one of the best original songs on Encanto. As a matter of fact, it is placed third.
Or crack, destroy the stack that breaks the camel's back. What breaks the camel's back? Maybe I overdo it.
Yep.
The Family Madrigal, the movie's introductory song, is an upbeat initiation to the Madrigals and their truly magical gifts. Mirabel starts singing about her mother's capacity to cure physical ailments with just one arepa, as was her Aunt Pepa, whose emotional states can strongly influence the weather conditions. She lists the superhuman powers of her extended family and friends, a sister with godlike resilience, and another one with astounding elegance, a relative who shapeshifts, and another one with outstanding listening, who can understand the whole lyrics from a mile down the road. Mirabel reveals everyone else's blessing but her own by the end of the performance. The song strikes a perfect balance of feelings and sets up Mirabel's personality well, as she behaves as an impartial observer through this song. That is how our protagonist begins her adventure. As a result, this song is ranked second.
Welcome to Family Madrigal, the home of the Family Madrigal. We're on our way.
We Don't Talk About Bruno is the first authentic Disney song to top the Billboard charts. Renzi Feliz, Adasa, Stephanie Beatriz, Mauro Castillo, Diane Guerrero, and Carolina Gaitan have performed the orchestral song, which narrates the tale of the dark and mysterious Uncle Bruno in Miranda's generally melodic and studious fashion. The song is hugely pivotal and ranks number 1 because it uncovers both literal and symbolic fractures in the Madrigal family's strong foundation. The song is about Mirabel's divinely inspired Uncle Bruno, who was alienated from his family after having shared extremely disturbing imaginings. The song starts with a slapstick comedy back and forth among Pepa and her husband Felix, who are both enthusiastic to recollect how they got hitched in a massive storm after Tio Bruno correctly predicted rain, and Pepa's weather forecasting capabilities went tragically wrong. Dolores, their daughter, afterwards in the song, comes up with a hip-hop breakdown of her uncle's unwieldy blessing. So, that's our ranking for the songs from Disney's Encanto. Do you agree with our list? Or do you place a certain song differently? Let us know in the comments down below. You can also check out our Secrets and Easter Eggs You Missed video on Encanto, which we released a couple of weeks ago, and includes some really interesting details about the movie you might have missed. And if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on content for any future Disney movies. Until next time!